Hello, my name is Anim Perez, and I'm going to be presenting a expansion project for business Plásticos Vanelli. Okay, so first off, we're gonna explain a bit of what's the agenda for today. First of all, I'd want us to review which one is the main goal, as well as make a small analysis on the U.S. market. Uh, on top of that, we're also going to be reviewing our export strategy and the logistics route that we have defined. Uh, I would also like to touch base on which are the political and cultural aspects that we need to take into consideration, and we'll finish off with a bit of the budget plan and the FMEA analysis. So let's start. What is our main goal here? Well, by the name of the project, you can assume some of it, but basically, I have identified that Vanelli has a lot of potential that it's not being used as maybe it could be. So, what I want to do, and I want to share this idea with you, is expand Vanelli's market reach. Right now, they only operate domestically in Mexico, and all of their operations are down there. They do ship into different parts of the country, but they have not yet reached overseas markets, right? So this is what we're going to do today. All right, so the market that we're trying to reach is the United States market. It is a huge market as of now, and although it has been struggling over the recent months due to uh, imposed tariffs, there's still a huge growth opportunity for Mexican businesses over there, right? So, first of all, we want to take advantage of the USMCA, which is a very long-term agreement that has existed over the years, thanks to the very long relation that United States, Canada, and Mexico has had over the years. What benefits do we get from these? We get a lower tariff. We get lower tariffs, especially for recycled products which have origin on Mexico, as well as preferential taxes. And finally, ground transportation, which is the cheapest one out of all of the transportation methods that we have right now. This helps reduce logistics, transportation time, and cost. And finally, there's a huge market growth opportunity over there with over 13,000 businesses specialized on the chemical industry, which is one of the highest consumers for recycled plastic buckets and overall solutions, as well as 50,000 potential back-to-back businesses. And last year, 2024, uh, it was invested about 75 billion USD for the whole sustainable solutions packaging industry, and it's estimated to grow by 2030 to over 100 billion USD. So, what's our export strategy? Uh, Basically, our main product, the one that we're focusing on for this strategy as our uh, trial run, would be recycled plastic buckets. Now, we're using recycled plastic buckets because it's the most popular line of products that Vanelli has as of right now. They also have a huge competitive advantage on this, being they're pretty strong on their bucket line of production. It also has low production costs for them being in Mexico, and finally, they have the logistic transit time and cost. Which is our preferred entry mode. We like to actually introduce Vanelli through a distributor now, because since this is the first time that they are actually dealing with the whole exportation process, they do not have a lot of, of experience that they can actually use to protect themselves and do this on the safest way. So they will do this by locating a warehouse, a mainly on Texas, which is about a day or so or 2 day transit. And while being there, they're able to actually sell these products to different back-to-back businesses or a wholesale distributors, right? All right. So this is our logistics route that we have to find. We're starting from León, Guanajuato, which is where Vanelli is located right now. It's about 12-hour drive, I would say, with the whole clearance process and waiting online for us to get to cross the border. Maybe I would consider it a full day, but one day transit time for us to get to the warehouse is pretty comfortable. Okay, so what are some of the political and cultural considerations that we need to take into account? First of all, for the USMCA, there are several EPA regulations that we need to follow. So I would say define a team that is in charge of this process in order to avoid any clearance issues, or overall we need to comply with customs requirements, right? On top of that, regarding culture, there is a lot of favoritism for all of those eco-friendly packages, all of those sustainable solutions. They're always welcome into a country that specifies in innovation. But also, finally, we need to consider the correct labeling. What do I mean by this? Our products, depending on the industry that they're going to be used for, they do require to have special labels. So since we're not going to be able to produce these, we're not going to produce a whole lot of labels for and then ship them and us not know for what industry they're going to be used for, because the plan is for them to sell once they're at the United States. Then we could actually we could print a lot of those labels and ship them along with the buckets. So once they can be able to be labeled accordingly. So over here we have defined our budget plan. It's a bit extensive. The things that we do have a annual fixed cost are our ISO and Green Circle certifications, which go about $1,500. Sorry, 15,000. As well as our exporting license, which this does need to be renovated every 5 to 6 years approximately. This is about 3,000 USD. Our storage, or just actually renting warehouses over there, would be about 12,000 annually. And finally, our marketing investment, which we're going to need a lot of whenever we're entering a new market, and we're going to invest about 5,000 US dollars on this. There are several variable costs per full truckload that we have. So just production of the 2,200 pieces that we're able to fit into it, it's 2,640. The packaging, appropriate packaging for avoid damages along the shipment would be 330. The freight is 1,900. The insurance and the customs clearance is about 500, and the broker for us to move the material between countries is going to be $300. And finally, we have some different things to take into consideration, meaning that annually we're going to be wasting about we're going to be using about 68,000 USD just on shipments. If we the cost of this wholesale is going to be 112,000. So after making the subtraction, we are going to end up with a 44,160 USD profit, and our break-even point is going to be 30,000. Right. So over here, finally, we have our FMEA analysis. There are several failure modes that we should take into consideration that are able to happen. First of all, we have our customs clearance delay. This normally happens because there is a wrong documentation that was attached, or there's just missing documentation overall. What could happen if we have a firm and fixed order? We might not be able to reach the estimated time, the ETA that we actually agreed upon, and this can actually happen. This can give us a lot of problems whenever we're dealing with future negotiations. So how do we mitigate this? We use a forwarder for us to ship the products and relax on that part, especially since Vanelli does not have a lot of experience on this end. We could also have a lot problems with delivering material that's in the bad condition, mostly due to inappropriate packaging. And quality issues tend to translate into losing clients. So we should do quality checks every now and then, but if we notice that it's becoming a issue and we're seeing it more constantly, then we do have to be more frequent on those quality checks, right? There could also happen. It could also happen that we're having troubles with the exchange rates, meaning that we're actually losing profit due to currency fluctuations. And for this, my best recommendation would be to actually consolidate forward contracts. And finally, we have inconsistent quality issues, meaning that our supplier is shipping material that does not meet our quality standards, and this can translate into us shipping material that's not good enough for our clients. This is one of the most critical because we're also losing clients again, but we're also losing credibility on our whole business and gaining a bad reputation. So I'd say that we should adjust how often we do again. I mean, frequency on these quality checks is one of the most important things that we should be considering for our suppliers, as well as creating a checklist and sharing to the suppliers what is our evaluation criteria and what is the what is the criteria that they are needing to meet for us to actually accept that material. So thanks a lot for your attention and your time here. I know it's a little bit extensive and it's quite an ambitious project and plan. So if you do have any questions, do not doubt on reaching out to me. You can always send back an email through which you're getting this presentation, as well as contacting me on my phone number, which I'm gonna leave on the email sent to this. And yeah, hopefully this works out for you and we're able to work together again in the future. Have a good day.